Hey guys, good Sunday afternoon. It is Sunday here in Washington, D.C. Not a lot going on. We're just out for a bike ride down by the National Cathedral. As you can see off in the distance, it's that big building up there. And we're gonna make our way down, maybe through Georgetown, maybe down to the embassies, and just take a look at what's going on in the big city today. The answer so far, not a lot. Well, I mean, 2 or 3 people did get shot on Capitol Hill earlier today, and there was a protest at the George Washington graduation, but Arsenal lost the league to Manchester City, which also stinks, but other than that, not a lot going on. Let's head down this way, go behind the cathedral. Seems to be some sort of event going on. I want to avoid that traffic. I think my kids are playing footy around here somewhere at one of the school's playgrounds in this area. So we're in the neighborhood of Cathedral Heights Cleveland Park. This used to be farms. There's sort of a farmhouse style to many of the houses in this area, built architecturally like farmhouses. They used to have big yards and land and whatnot. Oh, he's getting a new roof. Anyway, today it's a pretty posh neighborhood in Washington, D.C., next to the cathedral. All right, let's head down towards the zoo, yeah? Alrighty, so over here on the left, there's a beautiful mansion up there. Big, humongous yard and security all over the place. This is the Twin Oaks estate, and it's basically the Taiwanese ambassador's house. Now, Taiwan doesn't technically have an ambassador to the U.S. since we don't recognize them, but at one time, that was the Taiwanese ambassador's pad back in the woods there. Pretty posh. We'll make our way down this way. Now on the left here, this is a road called Klingel Road that goes down to Rock Creek. Actually, I think it still goes down. You know what? We haven't been down here in a long time. This used to be a road, and you could ride it to get down to Rock Creek Park. But then it flooded, and the wealthy residents of this neighborhood said, "Don't fix it. Please don't fix it. Turn it into a bike trail. Turn it into a hiking trail." They didn't want cars zipping through their neighborhoods. Yeah, so they got this road downgraded to a bicycle trail just so that they could have a little peace and quiet in their neighborhood. It, of course, led to much more traffic congestions everywhere else in the city. But now we got a nice bike trail into Rock Creek. Let's take this down. I guess in a pinch I could use this. If I could get past the barriers, I could probably drive down this. I'm sure the police have used it at times, fire department. Now last night down here in Rock Creek Park, we had a 3-car collision with some serious injuries. They actually had to land a helicopter on Rock Creek. I was unable to film it, but I saw some video making its way around social media of Park Police Eagle setting down on Rock Creek in between the trees, under the bridges, to take a patient to Washington Hospital Center Trauma Center. They were pretty serious. I think they're gonna make it, but don't have an update. This is the creek on the right that flooded out. Beautiful bridge up here. This is Connecticut Avenue Bridge. The graffiti monsters have come out. All right, keep going down into Rock Creek. Ah, bugs. Bugs and spider webs. It's afternoon, there shouldn't be any spider webs over the trail, but something's going in my face. You can see this was a pretty steep road. And down here it actually is still technically a road, because they had to have access to this guy's house. A nice home. Okay, let's get down to the parkway. Okay, right down here we're going to catch into the Rock Creek bicycle trail system. And And there is Rock Creek on my right. And there is the Parkway on my left. All right, let's go for a ride. We're gonna go by the zoo here in a minute. The back door to the zoo that's no longer open, which is a shame. Used to be able to get in. Oh, what are all these tourists out here hiking on the Rock Creek Way? And a dog. Okay, phone call from the kids. What's going on here? So I just realized that you guys have a kind of misty view of everything that's going on. It's not because there's a fog. It's because there's been a bit of a change in temperature and my camera is misting up a little bit. Looks kind of cool though, so we'll just, you know, kind of go with it for now until it dries out. All right, let's head down this hill to this bridge. You may remember about a year ago, I showed you guys doing a rescue from the Rock Creek. Someone's bike went straight over the bridge, right about here. You can see it's been repaired since then, but they went headfirst into the creek down there. Firemen had to pull them out. It's a bit insane. That bridge had been broken for months. As a result of their accident, they finally got around to fixing it. Grudgingly. Park Service. So this is run by the National Park Service. This is a national park, so the money that you spend on Yellowstone or Yosemite, it's the same pot of money they use to try to maintain this park. Park Service has been hit with budget cuts for the last 20, 30 years. This parkway is not as well maintained as it used to be, sadly. All right, up ahead we have the Massachusetts Avenue Bridge. On my left, up in the woods there, up there, you can't really see it, is Barack Obama's house. His Washington address is back there. And then Hillary and Bill Clinton's Washington address is up on the other side of this bridge on the right. They just live across the creek from each other. So they're not here full time. You just sort of randomly pop up every now and then. In fact, Secret Service said they ran into Bill Clinton the other day, just out for a walk. So the weather's, the humidity and the cold dampness down here in the park has been playing havoc with this camera because the camera was indoors in the dry, non-humid air all weekend. I just pulled it out now and it's hit this area, and that's why the fog keeps coming back. Hopefully it's gone right now. Now, this up here is the Dumbarton Oaks Bridge, Q Street, into Georgetown, and then the next bridge is P, and that's where the accident took place last night. There was a big accident under this bridge up ahead, and they landed the helicopter just right over there where you see those cars. Yeah, they put down Eagle right on the parkway, and then they brought the ambulance. They just brought the patient up by stretcher right over to here where Eagle took off. Let's see if I can find some of that video on social media. I retweeted it on my Twitter account. But yeah, that's where Eagle landed. Accident was down here. You can see the sand in the road. They had the sand. There's some flare markers out there. So it was a pretty bad accident here. I'm not sure what happened, though it's a blind curve coming around here. And if there's traffic backed up trying to go up this bridge, well, or up this ramp, it's an airbag deployment type situation because you hit them at speed. All right. Gotcha. All right. Now we're on the very narrow part of Rock Creek, which I really hate because the cars are everywhere. It's loud. It's not very pleasant. Yeah, but the sun came back out. Now we're gonna have a good camera again. All right, let's go down to the waterfront and then make our way over to the mall and see what's new. Across over there, you can see a bunch of homeless people set up in a tent city, mostly those little green Walmart tents we've seen all over the country. They're gonna get kicked out tomorrow. I believe that park is sentenced to be evicted tomorrow morning. So we'll see if that comes about. They've been clearing out all the parks down here in George and Foggy Bottom area as part of their citywide cleanup. They just move. If we go down here, I think I can probably show you where they've moved to. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. Now we've seen this building over here on the left. That is the Watergate Hotel, Conference Center, condominiums, office building. And yes, that is the Watergate from the Richard Nixon Watergate scandal. The offices of the Democratic National Committee were in that building where they were broken into by some of Nixon's men. What a nice day. Look at all the people out on the river. This is the Potomac River. People out for a walk or a pedal. Walk, pedal, and paddle. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go around these guys and then try not to overcompensate. All right, we made it. There's one of the many tour sightseeing boats that go up and down the Potomac. I've never really taken one. Maybe we should do that this spring. I mean, I know what it's going to show me, but it'll still be kind of cool. All right, I was going to go cut through this bridge now and make our way over to the monuments. Oh, we're racing it. Is that a Comrade? The black one there? Oh. And he's in the water. So they cut a hole through this bridge a couple years ago so that the bikes didn't have to go in the traffic, which is actually very nice of them. It's made it a lot safer to bike down here. Where should we go? Oh, we'll go straight. So we're just down below the Lake Memorial now. These are the beach volleyball pits run by the Park Service for folks who like to play beach volleyball. I am not one of those folks. But as you can see, there's a pretty good crowd that likes it. Man, what's up with this camera today? Okay guys, we had to take another fog break as we were driving along the river. Not sure why it fogged up so much. I'm gonna have to check into this. Shouldn't be doing this, but God forbid. I mean, it is DC. Humidity is an issue I'm gonna have to deal with this summer. So maybe we need to get a new camera. Maybe something broke on this one. Alrighty, let's swing over to the Lincoln, which is just here. Pretty quiet day. Pedicabs, illegal water sellers, Jehovah's Witnesses, Christian Scientists, and of course, hundreds of tourists from other parts of the US overlooking the reflecting pool and the Washington Monument off in the distance. Ooh, this guy's got ice cream. These illegal water sellers actually have like credit card machines even. They're pretty advanced. Okay, down here is the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the wall as it's known. There's a protester talking about, guy was running in front of me, and then he decided to stop. Thought that would be more fun. Let's go see if he's got some baby ducks, yeah? Ducklings, I know. No sign of any right now. Oh, there's got to be some here somewhere. All right, it's a nice day. It's only about, though, what's a cute one? It's like a swan or something. It's like mid 60s, I think, high 60s. It's not really that hot. You can get by with a short sleeve, but there's a slight breeze. Oh, there's all the baby ducks out there. Oh, there's some right there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hang on. See them go up the little ramp. It's a baby duck ramp. Okay, we are back en route after getting a few pictures of the ducks. Come on, they were cute, weren't they? Oh, there's some park police horses out for a stroll, showing the flag, as they say. Let's make our way up to the monument, then over to the White House, not much going on today. Biden is in Atlanta, and then he's returning to, I think he goes to Detroit, and then to Delaware. Maybe Detroit's tomorrow. I've lost track. He will be back at the White House tomorrow, but then Tuesday he's off again. And then Thursday we have a state visit. In fact, actually, I think they're practicing for the state visit. So let's go swing by the White House. I might have missed it. It was earlier today. Oh, there's more ducks up ahead coming out of the duck ramp. That's, God darn it, fogged up again. What is up with this camera today?
We're so upset.
So over here is the remnants of the George Washington University graduation commencement. That took place earlier today, about 10:30. I was watching Arsenal lose the Premier League title, and they're all done now. They're pumping out the porta potties, packing up the chairs, and heading out. I always worry about riding the mud next to a porta potty pump truck. You know, just kind of sussy. Oh, we got 18 seconds. Oh, we can make it. So, I was told earlier today we had the cannons out here, the 3rd Infantry Regiment. They're getting ready for the state visit Thursday. Looks like they've all cleared. The White House is cleared as well. There are quite a few big moving trucks down there getting ready. Got to set up a stage and everything. I guess that means we might not see helicopter operations. Yeah, they've put up a tent. So we're not going to see helicopters this week. Bummer.
No, first is like fast walking.
Okay. Let's swing on up. It's not that touristy today. Touristy being defined by how many I will run over as I bike past the White House. We can take a look though at the state dining room. They're going to set up, they're setting up a tent for the state visit of Kenya. And they're going to have a dinner on Thursday night. That'll be covered by the pool, not the open press. We'll cover the state arrival. That'll be all the Marines and the marching bands and stuff like that. But and we'll cover the press conference, which will be like 4 questions. It's really more of a press statement than a conference. See them putting together the tent for the state dinner. It'll be held out here on the South Lawn. And then over there is the rest of the White House. Pretty quiet today. Nobody's around. Nobody's on the balcony. In fact, I don't even see the snipers right now. They're probably on the other side. Let's go for a ride. And so the color guard getting onto a shuttle bus. Finished the practice for today. So that next Thursday everything goes out without a hitch. But to be honest, it's going to be hot. I bet we have a soldier or sailor or someone who tires out. Alright, there's the trucks that do nothing. Doing nothing, which is a good sign, means nothing is going on. For when the trucks that do nothing do something, it means something is up. They're actually the command vehicles for incidents. Whenever there's an incident, they roll those out. If there's no incidents, they just sort of sit there and do nothing, which is good. Last time I saw them out, I think, was over here when we had the guy who decided to ram this thing. It's pretty, I think they fixed it. Looks pretty fixed up. Oh, shoot. I'm going to get on the bike lane. Now we're just at the bump it. Okay, we're in the bike lane. It's like a big party over there at the Willard. We're not invited either. Oh well. Probably a graduation party. One of the many schools. Howard, Georgetown, George Washington, Catholic, American, all having graduations this week. Now let's spin up. Ooh, it got cool again. Oh, guy yelling at the cops. Third District. It's a CDU team. What are they doing here? He's not having much of it. Must be a protest today. Oh, there's a huge protest actually. Not huge, but there's quite a few people out here. Looks like a Israeli protest. Let's Let's ditch the bike, guys. Go see what's going on. Okay, we are now on foot. It looks like a lot of Israeli flags up here. I'm not entirely sure. They're blue and white. Maybe they're Greek. No, I think they're Israeli. Probably 50 to 100 people. Let's go take a look. It's actually kind of rare that we get a pro-Israel protest. We get lots of Gaza protests, Palestine. I mean, like, God, 3 or 4 a week. But there's only been a half dozen pro-Israel protests of any significant number. This being like a significant number. There's only been a few that have been bigger than this. Let's go see what's up. Screaming, vote for me. There's actually quite a few tourists out here. Not sure what those flags are. The red and green ones with the seal inside. Red, white, and green. Couple CDU teams out here. Doesn't seem to be that big a deal. Crown Prince. Oh, these are Iranian flags?
It says that that night, Jacob got up and took his 2 wives and his 2 female servants and his 11 sons and fought before his judgment. After he
and the Uyghurs are here. We got 3 protests going on.
He sent over all possessions, so Jacob was left alone. And the reason why he said the name of Israel, because he made it clear, and this is why our first message, he made it clear, that the Genesis and the heart and the character of Israel.
Okay, let's swing down by the river, see what's going on there. Oh, the road's closed. Why is that? Why is this bridge closed? Oh, because there's been like caving here. That's kind of sus. What happened to this bridge? You know, going past a road's closed sign to get on a bridge is probably not, like, smart. That's the Swedish embassy, by the way, over there.
Only babies go, not all babies go to hospitals.
Nice quiet day down here at Washington Harbor Complex, which is a condominium. And Nancy Pelosi lives here, and a few other famous congressmen. Not sure if Johnson lives. I don't think he does. I think he lives down in Navy Yard. Alright, down on the river. Alright. Nice, except for the boats playing music. Alright, we're swinging over into the Potomac Park on the other side of the Washington Harbor. Looks like the fountains are on today. Everybody's out enjoying the weather and the view. Oh, it's pretty scary. Alright, Mr. Rastaman. Breakdancing, playing in fountains. Pretty chill kind of day. Alright, some Georgetown grads. And we're back in the peaceful confines of Georgetown, the west side of Wisconsin Avenue. Or some of the bigger houses. In fact, that was John F. Kennedy's house right here, this one right with the green door. That's where John F. Kennedy lived as Senator Kennedy and President-elect Kennedy. It was his last private home of his life, actually, before he moved into the White House and was killed. These are Captain's Row. These are some of these beautiful houses owned by the mariners of Georgetown back in the day when Georgetown was a port. The captains and the port owners and whatnot. Warehouse owners. And just up ahead is the campus, which should be really quiet. I think their graduation today. Let's go take a look. They probably had a big tent set up on the main quad. Maybe that's next week. You can see the spires up ahead of the administration building, the Healy Hall, as it's known, on the campus. And right over here is Holy Trinity Church. This is where Biden goes to church when he's in town, and it's where Kennedy went to church. So yeah, it looks like Georgetown had their graduation today. They usually get like a cabinet secretary to speak. Last time I was here was Anthony Blinken was speaking to graduates about 2 years ago. Everybody's all dressed up nice. But now the U-Hauls are coming in to take away all the tents and all the chairs. And all the students. Everybody's got to move out now. Yeah, it's closed up right now. Pretty crazy. Alright, let's get out of here. So down here in the back streets, there's one of the big street arts in DC. This house has the tsunami wave painted in the alley here. There you can see it. It's kind of cool. And then this pink place is Call Your Mother Bagels. Call Your Mother Bagels is one of the top 10 bagel places in the country. And one of the few outside of New York City. And they're actually pretty good bagels. Of course, I'm just a boring guy. Bagel's a bagel to me. Alright, let's head home. Okay guys, that's Washington, D.C. on the weekend. Pretty quiet. We'll be back this week. We'll show you some cool stuff. Maybe we'll go to Baltimore again. We'll see. Thanks for watching.